No, my. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Solu Broadcasting Network. I am your host, Scotty Bonner, and I could not possibly be more fired up than I am right now for this big affair that we're about ready to be privy to between the Norwich Hockey Club and the Burrillville Broncos. The Broncos paying visit here, as you see the Norwich boys going through their warm-ups. They're wearing their home red sweaters with the beautiful Norwich hockey crest across the chest, the Seahawk patch on the shoulders, white and gray trim, and we'll see who gets the start in between the pipes here for Norwich today. They got two big victories yesterday on the road in Vermont. I think they outscored their opponent 18-2, ladies and gentlemen. I think they won 10-1 and 8-1, if memory serves correctly. And this is a bit of a rematch game here, as they visited Burrillville last week, and they lost to the Broncos on the road 6-4. Now you see the Broncos wearing their yellow sweaters with the blue and white trim, multicolored numbers, blue shorts, white socks with blue and yellow stripes. So we'll see who gets the start in between the pipes for the Broncos. If it's going to be Braden Bennett or Hack in between the pipes. Or that's Benjamin Hack, excuse me. I was looking for his first name. There he is. For the Broncos. All right, my name is Scotty Bonner. I'm your host here today, along with my cameraman, Mr. Colin York. And we play, well, I don't know if they play 17 or 16-minute periods here. It depends on what league they're playing in. The rules change a little bit. Full body contact is allowed, ladies and gentlemen. We're about ready to get underway. We're going to have the Canadian and American national anthems here, and then we'll be underway here between the Broncos and your Norwich Hockey Club. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I am exceptionally fired up. I'm more fired up than normal because our Pee Wee B team just won their first game of the year. They've been losing quite a bit this season, getting shellacked at that, 15-2, 17-1, yada, yada, yada. You know how it goes. We've all been on those teams, those seasons. And they won their first game today, 8-6, just moments ago. So the adrenaline, the happiness, the joy, the dopamine, the elation still flowing strong inside the mind and body of the broadcaster, as if I needed to get fired up for this game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm exceptionally fired up. I hope you're enjoying this gorgeous day out there. It's about 70 degrees here in southeastern Connecticut, Norwich here today. The sun is shining. And we'll turn it over to our MC. Going over the starting lineup, so I'll put the headset back on until we're seeing the national anthem. So the starting lineup for both organizations here today. The Broncos sending out their 6 starters. Owen Thompson, number 24, getting the start today. Colin Walsh, number 11. Ethan Pizzulo, Mark Fischetti, and Benjamin Hack getting the start in between the pipes. Jacob Martineau getting the start, number 88. Baptiste Gagnon, number 9. Number 97, Vincent Crayer. Alcin Halsey Cloutier. Julian Robles, number 11, getting the start. And Nico Halitanko getting the start in between the pipes. All right, now we'll have the national anthems. We'll be back with the start of the affair. right, ladies and gentlemen, the pleasantries are out of the way. Now there's nothing left to do but drop the puck and have fun. Norwich Hockey Club taking on the Burrillville Broncos. We're here for your entertainment purposes, and I want to remind everybody, please, you could share the link, share that link. Anybody, anywhere can tune in right now. solubroadcasting.org, or you can go to our YouTube page. Just go to YouTube and type in Solu Broadcasting, and anybody anywhere in the world can tune in that way. And we ask that you please subscribe to our Solu channel on YouTube. All right, we're about ready to get underway. The Broncos and the Norwich Hockey Club. The ref ready to drop the puck. We are playing 17-minute stanzas. There will be a Zamboni in between. So plenty of time to make yourself a sandwich during the intermission. And we're underway. The Broncos and the Norwich Hockey Club from the Rose Garden here today. Back the other way now, Quinn. Quinn protecting the puck. Adam Quinn put the brakes on, tried to get it back in front. Got it back out to center, bounces out there. Broncos with it there. They send it in. They regain the blue line. I'm not sure if there's delayed offsides. We'll find out. Quick shot there. Big stop. Tonko went straight up in the air. Landed right in the crease there dangerously. As the Norwich Hockey Club came away with it to center ice now. That's Martineau. Martineau looking to knife his way through the defense of Broncos, not allowing it to happen. Here's Martineau now. Absorbs a big hit, but keeps going. Behind the net now. Being tracked down the low there. That's Crayer. Crayer lays the lumber into him. Kept in by Norwich. Letting the shot go right by Hack. You see the student body on hand. They're fired up. They're ready to go. They're wearing their red and white, supporting their boys on the ice here. A great atmosphere once again here in Norwich today. Out to center it goes now. Hops over the stick there of Ayotte. Xavier Ayotte now with the puck. Ayotte tried to go cross ice. That went off a Quinn skate. Now picking it up there is Julian Avion Bork. Number 4 in your scorecard, King Julian got a big chunk there of one of the Broncos. Sent them flying back the other way now. Chipped in, kept in there by number 58. Bouncing puck now, sent ahead. A chance now for Norwich, 2-on-1. Thought he put himself offsides. The rest says onside. Trailing the puck now, protecting the puck behind the net now is Laflamme. Laflamme lost the handle on it. Away come the Broncos, trying to get it out to center. Can't do so. Kept in. Down low now, all alone. Pulling the trigger. That went over the cooker. Got a man cutting to the cooker. C-button one-timer. The netminder Hack closes up shop there. As cutting to the cooker was the captain, Tyler Payson, number 74 in your scorecard. He had a huge game last time they were home here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. An absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today. Norwich has been playing very well. They won earlier in the week against the Wonderland Wizards. They avenged the loss there. Won it 5-1 on the road down in the outdoor rink in New Haven on Wednesday. And then 2 wins on the road yesterday up in Vermont. So a 3-game winning streak here since we last saw the boys up in Burrillville. We got to cover the game last week. And the Broncos, gorgeous rink up there. I love that rink. Away to center it comes now to Broncos, trying to jump on it there. Sent in by Patterson, number 13, Benjamin Patterson. Tonko left it behind the net. A conglomerate of bodies meet there. Sent out around Laflamme, trying to chip it out. Nice job by the Broncos to keep it in at the blue line. They send it behind the net. On it there is La Posana. La Posana couldn't corral it. Away comes Norwich now with the puck. Matis Gagnon sending it up the right wing. Laflamme chipping it ahead for Payson. It's knocked down by the Broncos. Back the other way they come now. Down the right wing with a head of steam now. La Posana worked over in the corner there, leaning on him. They're digging, they're mucking, they're doing their homework in there, trying to come away with it. There's the Norwich Hockey Club. They couldn't do so. Bouncing puck now, loose in front. Now it comes back into the corner. Back to the blue line it goes now. Kept in at the blue line, letting the shot go saved by Tonko. And there'll be no further play. A little bit of pushing and shoving there after the whistle. As Patterson came through. Got a little chunk there of number 16, Alice Cloutier. And so changes here for Norwich. Fresh legs on the ice now. 14 minutes, 18 seconds left to go here. In a scoreless opening stanza, Broncos win the draw. Tonko reaching up to get it there. This is only the Norwich Hockey Club's 3rd home game of the season here today. Face off deep in the Norwich zone. Turning on it there, protecting the puck is Quinn. Quinn trying to walk out in front, bouncing puck, knocked aside there by Crayer. Norwich got it out to center. Broncos recover there. Sending it up along the boards there for Chessie. For Chessie now. Got it up in front there. Cutting to the cooker was Walsh. Walsh was pulled down. No call. Play allowed to continue. So clearly the refs want to get home to watch the 1 o'clock NFL games. As they're letting the boys here play. Chessie jumping up there to keep it in. If it's touched by a Bronco, it's a hand pass. Back the other way now quickly. Let's say Cloutier had it knocked off his stick. As the Broncos are on it there. This is going to be a giveaway now. As the Norwich Hockey Club knocked it down on the backhand there. Robles tried to get it out in front. Back to the blue line it goes. Walking off the bench. Letting a laser beam go there was Avion Bork. A 3-car pileup in front of the netminder Hack, and the Broncos come away with it. Down the left wing with a head of steam. 1-on-2. Chipping it in. Going to get it there is Quinn. Quinn runs into Cartledge there. Big collision behind the net. There's the Broncos applying more pressure. Sent it away to center now. Back the other way now. That's Payson, the captain. He sends it in, gets to it first. Sosa pass out in front, just hopped over the stick there of Majorano. Back the other way now. Down the right wing, Girardi. Girardi, you got to like the pace to this opening period. Both teams flying out there. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. Avion Bork got it, but did get it out. I thought maybe it was going to go into the team's bench. It didn't. I saw a couple of the coaching staff ducking for cover there. Not that I can blame them. Stand on the bench there with no helmet, nothing on. The puck comes your way. You got to get out of there. All right, so the faceoff going to come deep in the Broncos zone as they have iced the puck. Icing happened when the puck go down, bang. Before the other guy, the great rookie Denny Lemieux, and I want to send my heartfelt condolences as we lost a legend in the broadcasting community this week. The actor, Mr. Duncan, who played Jim Carr. The great movie Slapshot passed away this week. I can't tell you how much of an influence he is on me. Here's a quick shot, letting it go. That hit a body in front there as Gagnon let the shot go. Bodies collide in the corner now. That's Zachary Gagnon. Zachary Gagnon and number 9, Mattis Gagnon. They are not relation. They are like Bubba and Forrest. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. That one buzzed the tower there by Halise Cloutier. Pinching in there is Mattis Gagnon. Now we see the buzzing and cycling going on that Norwich has dominated so much at home here all year. Knocked down by the Broncos. A big hit in the corner there. Laying the lumber into him was Speller. Speller, of course, had that big hit last time the boys played here. He was the B&D Auto Body collision of the affair winner. We'll see who gets it today. Back the other way now, stepping to the outside, protecting the puck. Got a man trying to get to the cooker. Almost connected there with Ayotte. And the Broncos look to recover now. Here comes Girardi. Girardi couldn't get it out. Good pressure here by Norwich, letting the shot go. They score! The turnover was caused, and Norwich got to the puck and burying the biscuit there. Jacob Martineau. Oh, that's a huge goal there. That electrifies the crowd. A turnover in the corner. Martineau got to it. Walked in front and buries the biscuit. Boy, I'll tell you, this young lad really does like to play on the Solu Broadcasting Network. He scored 4 the last time he played on Solu. He was out for the last game, the last home game here. He was out with an upper body injury. Avion Bork stepping up now, and he picks right back up where he left off. I'll tell you, I have a feeling this Norwich Hockey Club really starting to find their stride here mid-season. Or not even really mid-season. I guess we're about maybe a third of the way in now. Well, Martineau with the goal now. Back the other way quickly now. Laposana walking in. He pulls the trigger. Holly Tonko closes up shop there with a dazzling right pad save. Sent all the way down. Let's see it. It's going to go for icing. It does. So Norwich gets on the board. The goal. Number 88 in your scorecard. Jacob Martineau. They lead it 1-0 now. They have been very impressive on home ice all season long, and they're continuing here today. 11 minutes left to go here in the opening stanza. 1-0 is your score. Norwich leading it. Face off deep in the Broncos zone. They try to get it out to center. It does. Bounces away there from number 8. Sent back in now. Turnover in the neutral zone. Norwich pouncing on it there. Sidestepping the defenseman, trying to hit the trailer coming through, looking for Majorano. Couldn't connect. Back the other way now. Patterson. Patterson down the right wing. Patterson trying to dipsy doodle, letting the shot go. Can a corn there for the netminder, Ali Tonko, and there'll be no further play. Hey, Ali Tonko, I'll tell you, he goes up and down in one motion. Silky smooth goaltender. Some guys just look good playing goal, ladies and gentlemen. I myself was more of a floundering fish out of water. I mean, I could stop the puck from time to time if it hit me. I didn't look nearly as pretty as Nico does in between the pipes. Off the ice, I used to be fairly attractive back in the day, but in between the pipes, he's really pretty to watch. All right, on it now. That's Cartledge. Cartledge behind the net. It's not easy to go up and down in one motion. At least it wasn't for a guy like myself, in my stature. All right, back out to center now. The Broncos down the left wing with a head of steam, pulling the trigger. That goes wide on the waffle side. Turning around quickly now. The Broncos deflected in front. Holly Tonko got the flipper on that. Pachetti now lets the shot go. A lot of traffic in front of the eyes there. As the Broncos throwing everything, including the kitchen sink now. At Holly Tonko desperately looking for the equalizer. They trail here 1-0. That one, are they going to call that icing? I thought they went right over the stick of the Broncos defenseman, but well, the officials and the broadcaster disagree. We call that Tuesday around here in these parts. I got to say, though, honestly, the officiating for youth hockey and for here, the Norwich Hockey Club that I've seen, and overall in hockey, I think has really been, for the most part, excellent this season. I think the officials have done a good job at every level. Officiating a game, especially at this pace, with only 2 guys out there, that's not as easy as you think. And I don't think it's easy. All right, Laflamme now lays the lumber into him along the boards. The Broncos protect the puck now. That's Walsh. Walsh tried to slide it over. Sent in there by Fraschetti. Goes hog around. Picked up now by Thompson. Thompson trying to come away with it in the corner. Couldn't do so. Now he finds it back in the corner again now for Quinn. Quinn, nice sidestep move in the corner. Quinn protecting the puck. Got it back to the blue line. Give and go there with Quinn. That's read like a fine piece of literature there by Payson. And he tried to go cross ice there for Majorano. Sheldon Majorano on the forecheck against Fraschetti. Fraschetti now behind his own net. Fraschetti on the backhand. Got it away to center, but waiting for it there was Norwich. A big hit at center ice there. As a couple of the Norwich boys went tumbling. Here's Payson now on the backhand, letting the shot go. And the netminder, Benjamin Hack. Top of his crease there, closing the wickets. 1-0 is your score here. Remember, just a week ago, the Broncos got out to a 3-0 lead against the Norwich Hockey Club. Norwich battled back to make it 3-3, and then the Broncos battled right back to make it 6-3, and 6-4 was the ending, or the final as they call it now these days. I had the privilege of being on hand in Burrillville for that one. Sent all the way down now. On it behind the net now, Lamposana. Got it up there for Barlow. Barlow lost the handle on it. Cleared but not out. Now it's out to center now. A foot race now for Girardi. Girardi down the right wing at the dot. Girardi pulls the trigger. He scores! A burst of speed there by Luke Girardi. He buries the biscuit for the Broncos, and just like that, they get on the board. 1-1 is your score. Nice wrist shot there by Girardi. Beats Ali Tonko, waffle side. And 1-1 is your score now. Norwich and Burrillville tied 1-1. Great burst of speed down the right wing there by Girardi. Here's Barlow now. Barlow sending it in the corner, giving chase to Alessé Cloutier. Barlow still with it. Barlow behind the net, trying to get it back out in front. GWU there by Holly Tonko. Good waffle utilization. In the corner now, here's Girardi. Just had that goal moments ago. Back to the blue line, Barlow. Barlow sends it down low. Big collision behind the net there as they get it back out in front dangerously. Here's Girardi now on the backhand. Had a man cutting. Now we see the Broncos applying a lot of pressure. Back the other way now, tracking him down there. The big hit there as he lays the lumber into him. Bid number 58. I apologize for calling him number 58. I got to get my roster updated. I don't have that. We'll get it in between periods, I promise you. And we'll get the name of that young lad. Just laid the big lumber into him there. Now leaning in now is going to be Tyler Payson. Payson out there with Majorano. And on the right wing is Laflamme. Norwich now setting things up. Laflamme sending it in. Laflamme got it back. Here's Laflamme now. Tough angle shot off the outside of the mesh. Kept in at the blue line. Nice play by Ayot to get it down. Chipping it ahead there was Payson. Payson right into Patterson. Ayot giving chase now. Xavier Ayot. Behind his own net now, hard alone for Payson. 7.5 minutes left to go here in a 1-1 game. Chipped ahead, Broncos. Chipping it out to center. Here comes Payson now. Payson with a head of steam. Payson over the blue line. Lets the wrist shot go. That one went right by the ear hole of the goaltender. Back to the blue line. Avion Bork, the rebound. They score! Tyler Payson buries the biscuit on the rebound. A shot from Avion Bork and a huge goal there for Norwich as they answer right back to regain the lead. 2-1 is your score. Oh, that is exactly why you get to the cooker, ladies and gentlemen. That's where everything's always happening. I always tell the young ladies and lads that I had the privilege of coaching, and I try and say it as often during the broadcast as I can. So they understand, get to the cooker, get to the cooker, get to the cooker. The goaltender's got a big stop sign on the top of his head. You stop at the goalie. And that's what Payson did, and he buried the biscuit there. Now he's getting together, a little bit of pushing and shoving there. Looks like we're going to get a penalty coming up against Norwich. Here, I think it's going to be Payson headed to the sin bin as he got mixed up there with one of the Broncos. I absolutely love the Broncos logo. I wish it was a little bigger on the jersey. It's kind of hidden by all the stripes and everything going on. All right, so Payson headed to the sin bin. I think it's going to be 5-on-5, though. He's headed there with number 12, Adam Quinn. They exchanged pleasantries there on the way to the penalty box. So basically just a timeout for two teenage boys for playing hockey too roughly with one another. All right, so under 7 minutes to go here in the opening stanza. The Norwich Hockey Club regains the lead there with a goal by Payson. Payson, who also scored 4 goals his last time on Solu, so Payson and Martineau enjoy playing on the Solu Broadcasting Network, and we enjoy having you, boys, trust me. It's such a privilege to be here. Back the other way now. Chipping it into the corner. First on it there is Norwich, trying to get it back in front. A nice job there by the Bronco defenseman to send it out to center. Norwich Hockey Club now. 6.5 minutes left to go. A gorgeous afternoon here in southeastern Connecticut, 70 degrees. And away they come now, chipping it out to center. Down the left wing they go. Ducking under the big hit from Walsh there was Robles. Behind the net, on it there first. All the Broncos kicking it ahead. Thompson couldn't get it out. Thompson with a little bit of trouble now. Here comes Girardi. We saw the speed earlier. Girardi through the neutral zone, stepping to the outside, protecting the puck, lowering the shoulder. Never got the shot away. A nice defensive play there by number 32 in your scorecard, Owen Cartledge. Cartledge is a good, strong, stay-at-home defenseman. I hate to label young lads stay-at-home defensemen, but when I say it, I mean it as a compliment. Some people today, they look at it other ways. But you got to remember, I'm thinking everything, I'm pontificating everything, I'm thinking everything, I'm hypothesizing, everything I'm theorizing, everything that turns into law, ladies and gentlemen, comes from the perspective and point of view of an old goaltender. So, and I call a defenseman a good, solid, stay-at-home defenseman. It's pretty much a very high compliment. I wouldn't say the highest compliment I could give somebody, but it's pretty darn close. And I did have somebody the other week say, "Yeah, you said my son was a stay-at-home defenseman. He's much more than that." I apologize. He's a good stay-at-home defenseman, though. All right, back to the blue line now. Vieira keeping the puck in. Norwich coming away with it. You need those guys, though. Not winning without them, I'll tell you that. As the Broncos send it up through the neutral zone, 5.5 minutes to go. Oh, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Is that have you guys help me out sometimes, Sometimes it's good to air these things. Here's a chance now. Up for Speller. Speller got it back in front. Paris Speller. Nice backhand pass now. Kept in nicely at the blue line. Wheeling and dealing. Chopped away to center now. A 2-on-1 developing for the Broncos. Down the right wing. Laposana got it back in front. Letting the shot go. Holly Taco coming off the line to make not one, but 2 brilliant saves there. And back the other way now. 2-on-1. No, it turned into a 1-on-3. As Norwich went for a player change right at the end of the shift. What a couple of brilliant stops there by Nico Alitanko. He came off his line looking like Shep Messing back in the day at the Meadowlands for the New York Cosmos with Pele. And then he moved out to the Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum to play with Broncos Dakota and the New York Arrows. What a stop by Alitanko. And then the rebound. We saw him go up and down on that to get back in position to stop the rebound. It's exactly what I was talking about before. Back the other way now. Barlow over the blue line. Barlow with a nifty move to the inside. Lost a handle on it. Cleared but not out. Fraschetti. That was a pass down low. And a couple of Broncos on the way in. Bouncing puck now for the Broncos. They send it back out for Shetty. Hops over his stick. It's not going to be icing as the Broncos were the ones who sent it all the way down. On it now, Pizzulo. Pizzulo leaves it for Fraschetti. Fraschetti up along the boards now. Nice job to keep it in by Laflamme, though, on the turnover. Laflamme protecting the puck. Laflamme behind the net. Laflamme ran out of real estate there as he's leaned into there by Fraschetti. Laflamme kicked it ahead, back to the blue line now. Kept in Avion Bork. Lets the wrist shot go. Deflected in front, just wide there. Laflamme drawing a penalty as he's sent to the ice. Oh, power play. Cross check is the call here. I believe it's going to number 7, Ryan Barlow, I thought I heard the official say. So to the power play now. We'll go the Norwich Hockey Club. A big opportunity here with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in the opening stanza for Norwich to extend the lead. Here's Martineau now. Jacob Martineau leaning in to take the draw. They are 2-minute penalties. I was looking to see if they were 2 minutes or a minute and a half. Each league, each ruling is sometimes different, so that's why. Kept in at the blue line now. Crayer sliding it over. Back for Crayer. Crayer, that one was a little hot, but he did a nice job to corral it, but lost the handle on it. It's sent out to center now. Ayotte settles it down for Crayer. Crayer, weak side pass, kicking it ahead now. Here comes Martineau. Martineau's got Robles with him. Martineau along the boards. Martineau for Robles. A little bit of give and go as Martineau went to the cooker, didn't develop. Kept in by Crayer. He sends it behind the net now, circling is Robles. Robles lost the handle on it in the corner, coming over to help out. There's Avion Bork back to the blue line. Cross ice pass. Avion Bork goes right in front of the goaltender's eyes on the power play. And a young lad casts a big shadow like he does. Looks like it's going to be icing. Yeah, so we're playing those rules here today. Like I said, it depends on what Division I league and what the rules are. So if you're shorthanded and you ice the puck, it's still icing in USA Hockey, youth hockey rules or whatever. I know what you're thinking at home, ladies and gentlemen, and you can rest assured I agree with you, but they won't let me be king of USA Hockey. I did apply, but they said they're not looking for a monarch. But I said, well, I'm not interested in anybody else's opinion. There's a chance now, a little bit of a give and go. Nah, just kidding. I would have a council. I'd still want to be king of USA Hockey. But they said no. All right, a little bit of give and go now here. A little cycling going on the power play here for Payson. Payson kept it in. He's sending it down low along the boards. Payson got it back now. Lets the shot go in front. Nice stop there by Hack. Now a tough angle shot. Hack got a piece of that. Payson did a real nice job to track it down and keep it in. Now Payson leaves the blue line. As he pokes it ahead now. Here's a chance now, letting the quick shot go. That was Cartledge as it bounced back to him. Circling away is now Payson letting the shot go right into the wickets there of the netminder Hack. With 30 seconds remaining on the man advantage. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in the opening stanza. A very impressive power play here thus far for Norwich. The goaltender Hack. The goalie's got to be your best penalty killer, ladies and gentlemen, and Hack has been that thus far here. Oh, the Burrillville Broncos. Martineau directing traffic as he leans in to take the draw. Norwich trying to control the draw. Back to Payson. Payson run into there by Lapasona, excuse me. Kept in at the blue line. Ayotte letting the shot go deflected in front of him. He scores! King Julian got to the cooker on the rebound. Absolute brilliant strategy by the coaching staff as they put the big fella at forward for the power plays, and that's exactly why Avion Bork went to the cooker, buries the biscuit there, a power play goal for Norwich. They take the lead 3-1. Oh, you gotta like that. You gotta like when you make moves like that on purpose. And it comes to fruition. I'll tell you, if it was me, I'd be calling myself a hockey genius. But that's just me. My grandfather always said self-praise is no praise, but well, I didn't decide to put Avion Bork up at center. I just approved of it. Here's Payson now, trying to collect the puck at the goal line, trying to hit the trailer. That was Laflamme cutting in. He had Majorano with him. Back the other way now, Barlow. Barlow gathers his faculties. Barlow down the right wing. Barlow behind the net. Barlow, nice job to push him to the outside there by Gagnon. As Mathis Gagnon lost his balance now, knocked down by the Broncos. Barlow trying to get it back in front. Couldn't do so. Away comes Norwich now down the left wing. Gagnon. Back to Gagnon, sending it behind the net. Hard around it goes. Girardi there. So back-to-back belly-to-belly goals here for the Norwich Hockey Club. Here comes Girardi. He's got the goal for the Broncos. Girardi serpentining. Girardi to the backhand. Girardi down low. Girardi still with it. Got it back out in front. That went off Robles' skate. Oh, nice rush there by Girardi. Boy, Girardi can fly. Here comes Norwich now through the neutral zone. Jacobson, nice short-range pass for Robles. Robles lowering the shoulder, cutting it a cooker, crashing into the goalpost as it comes flying off its protective moorings. As Julian Robles not pulled down on his way in. Now, he may have just lost an edge. He really didn't get pulled down. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration as he went to the cooker. Yeah, that hurts. He crashed into the goal mouth there. Glad to see everybody all right. I love big, hard hits, ladies and gentlemen. Love to see guys go crashing to the cooker. But I always want to see the boys spring right back up. Martineau's wearing the C as well today. So Martineau and Payson, the captains. There for Norwich. I prefer one captain myself, but hey, listen. What do I know? Here's Cartledge now. Sending it up for Robles. Robles sending it in. Crayer in on the forecheck. Crayer causing havoc. The turnover now. Jacobson walking in. Martineau, excuse me. I said Jacobson. Jacob. The brain shut down there for a minute. Avion Bork letting the shot go. Come on, brain. I don't like you and you don't like me, but we've got to work together. At the blue line now. Avion Bork steps up. A 2-on-1 now for the Broncos. Over the blue line. Pulling the trigger. A waffle save there by Halitanko. Behind the net now. 35 seconds left to go here in the stanza. Sure, the Broncos would like to get back within one. A can of corn there for the netminder. Ali Tonko, speaking of can of corn, congratulations to the Houston Astros, and thank you very much. As a Met fan, I really didn't want to see the Phillies win the World Series after the Braves won the World Series a year ago. So I know the majority of the country was not rooting for the Astros, but I was. So congratulations. Congratulations to Dusty Baker, his first championship. A great manager, great ball player, Hall of Famer. If he's not, he should be. Face-off one now by Norwich as they're trying to get it out. Laflamme got it out to center now, chipped ahead. 20 seconds left to go here. The Broncos circling the wagons in their own zone. Trying to come away with it is Walsh. Walsh to the outside. Walsh protecting the puck. Nice poke check there by Ayotte. Lies in the corner now. Broncos got it back. 10 seconds left to go here in the affair. The Broncos would really love to get back within one here before the buzzer sounds. They let the shot go, deflected out high, never got there, and that's going to do it. Your opening stanza comes to a close here, ladies and gentlemen. A nice round of applause from the big crowd on hand here in Norwich today. The Norwich Hockey Club heads to the locker room now, up 3-1. All right, we will be back, ladies and gentlemen, in about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, as the Zamboni does what Zambonis do. You're watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a fantastic intermission. Good time to make yourself that sandwich. I think it's a good time for me to duck over to the old concession stand and get myself a salted pretzel. All right, we'll see you right back here in about 15 minutes. Again, your score at the end of one, the Norwich Hockey Club 3, the Broncos 1. Enjoy your intermission, everybody. We'll see you back here in 15. Oh my! And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Solu Broadcasting Network. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner, along here with my cameraman here today, Mr. Colin York. A fantastic opening stanza for the Norwich Hockey Club with 3 goals. They lead this one 3-1. I want to welcome everybody back. I hope everybody had a fantastic intermission today. I know I did. As I came back to the booth and forgot, or remembered, I should say, that I forgot. Someone last game had brought me a couple of jelly donuts. So the cameraman and myself enjoyed a nice jelly donut during the intermission. So if you thought I was happy last period, ladies and gentlemen, well, I'll tell you, I was very happy with the Pee Wee B team getting their first victory. But, a jelly donut's a jelly donut. Let's be friends. We're all friends here, so let's be, honest with one another. All right, a very impressive period there for Norwich. They're looking to continue here. In the second stanza, they lead it 3-1. Goals by Payson, Martineau, and King Julian Avion Bork. A power play goal, and we're underway. The second stanza from the Rose Garden. Matelli sending it in. Sent back in now, chasing it down there is Xavier Ayat. Had the pleasure to interview Mr. Ayat before the game here today. Such nice young boys, all of them. They're real good kids. Sent out to center, and we had the privilege this week of having Coach Sheen and a couple of boys come down and run practice for my daughter's team. A little bit of pushing and shoving there on the whistle. Sophie, my daughter, plays for the Bantam A team here for the Seahawks, the youth organization, and Coach Sheen and a couple of boys came down and ran practice on Thursday night. She had a ball, so thank you so much to everybody. And then they went out yesterday and won a big one, 2-1. So positive effects there from the practice. I just got an update. They're losing 2-1 right now up in Hartford. And hopefully they'll come back home with 2 points. All right, behind the net now, giving chase. There's the Norwich Hockey Club. The Broncos on it there, trying to get it out. A 3-car pileup along the boards, coming in Robles. Getting a late hit there. We play 17-minute stanzas, so 16 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here. As the second stanza just nicely underway, Halise Cochier getting the Jets going, letting the shot go, and got to his own rebound. Bounces around in front there as Martineau was crashing into the cooker. Martineau getting together there with Fraschetti. Fraschetti didn't appreciate Martineau crashing into his goaltender. Martineau explaining to him that it's nothing personal, it's just business. Fraschetti saying, I don't care if it's personal or business, you can't come crashing into my goaltender. At least I think that's what they said. I really don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm making it up. I do speak goaltender, though. I can tell you what the goaltender's saying. The goaltender's saying, I don't care what you guys are talking about. I'm just going to go over here and take a walk and let you guys settle it. My job's to stop the puck and not have a conversation with a forward or a defenseman. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, that's what the goaltender said. Like I said, I do speak goaltender, so I know I'm confident about that. All right, there's LaRose now, number 58 in your scorecard. Trying to get the puck out, number 8. Marchandi, number 58 is LaRose. Behind the net now it goes, and number 13 for Norwich is Daniel Morrison. We got a couple of numbers there during the intermission. Michael Bridget Chaya, she's our MC here today and PA announcer, and keeping the clock, multitasking, and DJ. So I want to thank her so much for doing a great job. A good friend of the family now. Behind the net, trying to get it back in front of the Broncos. They turn, they wheel, letting the shot go. Holly Tonko got the toe on that. Oh, a quick stop there. Now the rebound coming back out in front. A great job there by Cartilage to get out and block the shot. Oh, what a flipper stop there by Holly Tonko. As he got the right flipper out. I think it was right. Yeah, I got to turn and face the way the goaltender is facing. Yep, his right flipper. Oh, that was a reactionary save there, ladies and gentlemen. Reflexes of a cat. Well, you heard Dee Schneider in the background there. A little bit of Twisted Sister. That pleases the broadcaster. Dee, an old friend of the broadcaster. True story. I used to coach his son Jesse in hockey. Before there was email and text messages and cell phones. Used to coach him back in the 90s. I don't know if you ever had the pleasure of calling the Schneider home to let him know practices on Tuesday at 6. Here's a chance now in front. The rebound, they score! A little bit of confusion there for the Broncos. And the Norwich Hockey Club capitalizes. Payson with his second goal of the afternoon. Got to the loose puck. Buries the biscuit there. Well, as so often happens, a big save at one end turns into a goal at the other end. How about that? 4-1 is the score. Oh, that is what you call capitalizing on every single opportunity. As Payson was lurking like a shark in the water. Waited for the opportunity, and as soon as it presented itself, he pounced on it quickly. His second goal of the afternoon, and just like that, it's 4-1. Big hit at center ice there. As Majorano lays the lumber into him. I hope the young lad's all right. A little slow to get up. There's number 11. I think it's Walsh. And Walsh didn't see him coming, so I hope he's all right. Looks like he's a little bit banged up there. Majorano really got a big chunk of him. Now Walsh got back to his feet and back on the bench, so hopefully I'll see him back out there not missing a shift. A big hit there by Sheldon Majorano. He caught Walsh with his head down. So the face-off coming at center ice, so there was no penalty called. The officials ruled it a clean hit, and I agree. I think it was. All right, along the boards now, sent all the way down by the Broncos. They say they tipped it, so no icing. Here's Ayotte now. Ayotte. All right, so Payson from Laflamme. It's a 4-1 lead now for Norwich. Chipped ahead. Here comes Payson. Payson looking for the hat trick. He pulls the trigger. The rebound pushed aside there by Hack. A dazzling stop there on the rebound. Oh, Hack looks a little bit banged up, though. He stretched very far to get to that rebound. I think he might have the old groin there. Hopefully he's all right. Payson got crushed after the play. I think there's a delayed penalty coming up here to the Broncos. I myself am keeping an eye on the goaltender. Hope Hack's all right. He stretched out far on the rebound. He's okay. He's staying in, so that's good. So now the penalty's to Payson. Payson must have retaliated behind the play after he absorbed the big hit. I was watching the netminder. Defy the laws of physics with a dazzling stop on the rebound to keep the Broncos within striking distance. It's sent back to Marchardi. Marchardi sending it down low. Back to Marchandi. Marchandi. A little bit of give and go. Now he's got it back. Marchandi, number 8 in your scorecard. Slides it over. Good puck movement. Save Halitunko on the shot from the blue line. Cleared but not out. Kept in. Winding, shooting. Halitunko making the save. That one took a very awkward hop off the glass. Marchandi now sending it down low. He gets it back. Marchandi walks the line. Marchandi, a little bit of room. Pulls the trigger. That was deflected in front. There by number 22. That was Vieira. Bouncing puck. Kept in at the blue line. Nice job to keep the puck in, but Norwich comes away with it. Norwich Hockey Club sending it out to center there. Big hit there, Freyer. Freyer also got a little stick there across the face there for a moment. He was having a conversation with the official as Farrell, sends it in behind the net. On it there is Cartledge. Cartledge on the backhand, doesn't get out. Now Laflamme chips it out to center. Here's shorthanded now Robles. Robles with the aggressive shorthanded effort there. Nice job there. Laflamme lays the lumber into him there. Sends La Posana flying. Now the physical aspect really starting to open up here. As LaRose came over and tried to get a chunk. On it there is Hack. Hack whips it along the boards. 44 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Short-handed effort here. As the goaltender and the defenseman, a little bit of confusion there. And then Laflamme took a two-handed chop there across the chops. Real chiclets, as they say. So I think it's going to be power play gone here for the Broncos as Laflamme was digging in at the netminder, the defenseman there. Marchandi pushed it back into the goaltender. The goaltender covered it up, and then Laflamme was just kind of standing there. Marchandi didn't like it. Gave him the old two-handed cross-check across the chin. And now he's in the sin bin, so it's going to be 4-on-4 for 40 seconds. And then it'll be a power play for Norwich for 1 minute and 20 seconds after that. Now Laflamme leaning in to take it now. Laflamme is out there with Ayotte. Avion Bork, and I believe that's Robles on the left wing it is. Laflamme won it back for Ayotte. Ayotte couldn't keep it in now momentarily. It's back out to center. Here's Laflamme. He lost the handle on it. Pizzulo sliding it over. As the Broncos looking to set up shop in their own zone. 4-on-4 hockey for another 20 seconds. 4-1 Norwich leading the affair here today. Payson with 2. Avion Bork with 1. Martineau with 1. Those are your 4 goal scorers. That's incorrect. Those are your 3 goal scorers. Usually math is my strong point, ladies and gentlemen, but this is the brain maybe had too much of the jelly donut. Back the other way now. That's impossible. Here's Girardi. Girardi over the blue line. Girardi pulling the trigger. What a nice play there by Ayotte. They get his shin right in the shooting lane. As Payson coming away with it, it comes Payson now standing still, the full speed in a couple of strides, stepping to the outside, protecting the puck, lowering the shoulder, getting to the cooker, letting the shot go. He scored! Oh, the ref daved it off. Oh, maybe it went off the crossbar. I apologize. I thought he buried the biscuit. This one goes lips up on the windowsill. Oh, we're going to have to go to Toronto and look at that one again. If they sound the horn, it means the goal's going to. No, I'm only kidding, people. We don't have the capabilities to go to Toronto. I thought he put it top shelf. Maybe it went off the crossbar. All right, either way, it's no goal. So Girardi against Ayotte. Those two exchange pleasantries. Tape-to-tape pass now up ahead for Robles. Robles lost the handle on it. Here's Payson. Payson trying to sidestep the defenseman. Nice job by Peterson to let the puck go and take the man, but a turnover along the boards now. The Broncos recover. That's Colin Walsh. So a power play now. Ongoing for Norwich for the next 10 seconds. As one of the Norwich players got caught behind the play. Carrying the puck in there. Offsides is the call. As Barlow ended up putting himself offsides, I thought. All right, so 8 seconds remaining on the man advantage. 10.5 left to go here in the second stanza. The middle stanza. Shakespeare's favorite stanza, ladies and gentlemen. And face-off coming. And just outside the zone here. Sent away to center ice now. Knocked down at center, sent all the way down. Looks like it's going to be for icing. Icing has occurred. So 10:19 left to go here. And face off deep in the Broncos zone. Behind it goes now, picked up there by number 9. That's for Shetty. Shetty got it away to center. Down the right wing now. That's Thompson. Thompson walking in. Thompson tried to pull the trigger. Delayed penalty coming up now against Norwich. A penalty coming now against the Norwich Hockey Club. Roughing is going to be the call. I think it's going to be to Crayer. So Crayer headed to the sin bin. 2 minutes for roughing. A little bit of pushing and shoving now behind the play between Walsh and a couple of the Norwich players. I think the Norwich players just trying to goad Walsh into taking a penalty and nullifying the power play, in my opinion. You got to watch out. These guys from Quebec, they're quite wily. I'm sure they would do something like that, although Ayotte looking a little bit upset there. All right, so we're ready to go now. Ready to drop the puck deep in the Norwich zone. Power play now for the Broncos. That one is fired into the crowd. Hope it didn't hit anybody. Looked like it did. Trying to get it back in there, the fans. Nice layup there by that young lad. He's got good ups, that guy. He got to the puck, and he's probably a point guard on the basketball team, I would think. Nice job to go get it. All right, so face off deep in the Norwich zone. It's won by the Broncos. Walsh now. Walsh against Payson. On it there's Laflamme. Laflamme getting it out to center. Laflamme worked over. This game's getting a little bit chippy out there. A big power play here for the Broncos if they're going to climb back into this one. They're going to want to start here. Thompson lost the handle on it. He's worked over in the corner there by Avion Bork. Fischetti slid it across. Back for Fischetti. LaFlamme on the aggressive penalty kill. Avion Bork stepping up at the red line. Back the other way now. Here come the Broncos. Down the right wing they come. LaFlamme. LaFlamme did a nice job winning the puck. He chips it away to center. Payson giving chase. Payson now with a shorthanded effort getting to the puck on the backhand. He scores! Tyler Payson completes the hat trick. And there you see the hat thrown on the ice. There go the hats from the student body. A hat trick for Payson. This one's a shorthander. How about that? Just like that, the lead is increased. 5-1 is your score. Payson with the hat trick. The student body throwing their hats on the ice. A good job by the students to recognize that he had 2 goals. That means that they're actively involved in the game. That pleases the broadcaster. Show a shorthanded goal, a hat trick for Payson. Nice job by Payson. A nice round of applause from the capacity crowd on hand here. They always draw very well. Wait till they have their first night game here, ladies and gentlemen. This place is going to be packed and fired up. Maybe some pre-game festivities in the parking lot. Perhaps we can play a little bit of can jam, get the barbecue going. Maybe the old hibachi. I can bring the bratwurst, ladies and gentlemen. Perhaps some London broil. Maybe some shrimp. Oh, yeah. It's about lunchtime for the broadcaster. I had 2 glorious sandwiches Michelle made for me. And I left them at home in the fridge. Funny thing is, she made them for me yesterday, and I left them home yesterday when we had 9 games. Today we got 6 games. And we talked about it. She said, make sure you bring the sandwiches. Yes, dear. Thank you for making it. I really appreciate it. Love you. Now they're home in the fridge unless she took them with her to West Hartford. Maybe she did. Wheeling and dealing now, letting the shot go. They score! Pasana. With a nice move there. Got the puck back to himself. Let the wrist shot go. 5-2 is the score. Nice shot there by La Persona. So 8 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. That's a power play goal for the Broncos. Well, you never, ever, ever, never, ever want to take your foot off the accelerator. You never want to relax. You never want to think the lead's big enough. You never want to think everything's okay. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself. I'm not saying don't have a good time. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying you never want to relax. Speller now. Speller in on the forecheck. Speller. Love the way that young lad plays the game. Back the other way now. Walking into the Broncos. A little bit of give and go now. Down low. Chopping it out of midair. Cutting through there was Farrell. Collecting the puck now. Back to the blue line it goes. A little bit of a give and go now. Letting the shot go. That just missed. Russo trying to get it down low. Sent away to center now. Bouncing puck at center ice. Knocked down there by the Broncos. The Broncos now trail this one by 3. They were down by 4, which is more than 3. You got to always keep the positive things going on in between the ears. Girardi letting the shot go. Right under the arm there of Holly Tonko. Well, that one handcuffed him there. Girardi beat him earlier, so Holly Tonko right now, it looks like he's fighting it a little bit. He'll gather himself. The most important shot against the goaltender, or for a goaltender, is always the next shot. The last shot doesn't mean anything. Vieira now lets the shot go. Here comes LaFlamme now, a 3-on-1 down the right wing, trying to get it to settle down at the dot. He pulls the trigger. Waffle save, went straight up in the air. They bang at it. They score. Oh, the netminder Bennett made the stop. It went up in the air. I think that the Broncos are claiming it was knocked down with a high stick. I'm not sure if it's going to be LaFlamme. Or if it's going to be Ayod who's going to get credit with it. But it's 6-2. Six to 2 is the score now. A great job there by Norwich, getting to the cooker. Along the boards now, Ayod. I'm waiting to hear the announcement to see who got credited with the goal. And here comes Payson. Payson's going to get credit with the goal, his fourth of the day. Back-to-back, belly-to-belly, 4-goal games for Tyler Payson on the Solu Broadcasting Network. Well, you're welcome, Tyler. I'm only kidding. Quick shot. Well, I'll tell you, the bright lights and the big, situation of playing on Solu. Some players just have the intestinal fortitude to rise to the occasion. Payson, clearly one of those individuals. So they answered right back. 6-2 is the score. Face off deep in the Norwich zone. To the left of Halitanko. He catches that way. Back to the blue line of seeing eye. Knuckler bounces in on Halitanko. He had to do a nice job there. Focusing on the puck there. That's not easy when the puck bounces about a couple of feet in front of you. Sent in. Offsides is the call there. I thought he kept it in, but clearly did not. So Payson with 4 goals here today, ladies and gentlemen. We did have a goaltending change. I failed to notice. That's Braden Bennett now in between the pipes for the Broncos. I don't know if it was because of the score of the game or because it was planned by the Broncos. But either way, Bennett in between the pipes. He lit up that last goal. It's not easy to come in cold, especially against a team that's flying around like Norwich, as they always do on home ice. Well, the Norwich Hockey Club protecting home ice as they often do. Well, we don't want to get too excited here. The game's only about halfway over. As my good friend used to say, between noon and 3 o'clock, weekdays, Monday to Friday, don't want to spike the ball at the 10-yard line. Carrying the puck out now to center. Nice tape-to-tape pass now. Here's Jacobson. Jacobson lost the handle on it. On the back check, a nice job of back checking there. I keep calling him Jacobson. I'm so sorry. Martineau. Jacob is his first name. There's a guy named Jacobson in the next game I'm covering. That's the Coast Guard. He has a chance now. Martineau walking in, letting the shot go. Jacob Martineau got to the cooker. Back for Cartledge. Cartledge lets it in. Bouncing puck in. Robles got to it. Robles trying to get it in front. And the netminder Bennett found it there. Yeah, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. There's a young lad named Jacobson in the next game we're covering at 3 o'clock. The United States Coast Guard Academy taking on the Wentworth Technical Institute. We have the privilege of covering the Coast Guard up at Dayton Arena. Conn College will be hustling right out of here. Make it there by the 3 p.m. face-off. I may need a police escort, ladies and gentlemen. I always wanted to get like a purple and green like sirens on the car, like the Solu Mobile. That way traffic would move out of the way, when I'm trying to get to the arena. I don't know if the authorities would sign on for that, but I think it'd be a great thing. Here's Speller now. Speller at the side of the net. Speller controlling the puck. Speller took a big hit there. That's Farrell laying into him. Now we see some cycling going on as they're trying to get the puck back in front. There's Norwich, but they couldn't do so. Nice job there by Avion Bork to keep the puck in. Speller in on the forecheck with 5 minutes left to go here in the second stanza. Trying to get the puck out now. All the Broncos. Down the left wing they go. On it there is Ayot. Ayot couldn't get it out. Peruso letting the shot go to the other side. Dangerously off the glass there. Halitanko had to do a 180, 270, 360 to get it out of there. I'm not sure. I was never much of a skateboarder. Although I do like Tony Hawk. And I do like the X Games and everything. I think those guys and gals are amazing, but just wasn't gifted with that sort of balance and dexterity. You would think as an old goaltender I would have balance and dexterity, but no such thing was given my way, ladies. I could never climb a fence or a tree or anything like that. When the kids would climb fences when I was a kid, I'd walk around. Well, so you don't mind that, these things happen. I was plenty athletic. Never played hockey at this level, but I was, decent high school athlete. But I had no ability to climb or anything like that. Up or down. Sent ahead now, Payson. Payson looking for number 5. They had a man cutting to the cooker there. That's Majorano. Behind the net now, Broncos trying to get it out. Along the boards, it gets out now to center. And kicking it ahead of the Broncos. A nice job there by Alexis Cloutier to send it back out. Hey, Alexis Cloutier is having a real good game. There's not too many Norwich Hockey Club players out there not having a good game here today. They lead this one 6-2. 4:12 left to go here in the second stanza. So 1:16 in the afternoon here. So yeah, we are going to be hightailing it out of here at the end of this one. Hopefully get to the Dayton Arena at 3 o'clock. So if you don't have much going on, you can tune into the Coast Guard affair later. Coast Guard lost yesterday on Solu. 4-3 in overtime. That was a great game. Bouncing puck now. Lost at center. The Broncos on it there. Here's Barlow. Barlow trying to sidestep the defenseman. Coming across there was Laflamme. Here comes Cartledge now. Cartledge down the left wing. Cartledge wheeling and dealing. Cartledge leaves it there. Martineau hit the trailer. Payson came right back to Martineau. The net was yawning there for a moment, but he couldn't pull the trigger. Laflamme digs it loose. Got in front. Martineau was looking for the old back door. That just failed to click. Digging and mucking in the corner now. A nice rush by Cartledge there. Just moments ago. Perhaps he tuned in between periods and said, I'll show you a stay-at-home defenseman, Mr. Broadcaster. Hold my Gatorade. Down the left wing now, carrying in Avion Bork. Avion Bork lost the handle on it. Back the other way now. Chipping it away to center. Bodies go flying there as Barlow sent flying. That one goes up in the rafters and out of play. 3 minutes, 9 seconds left to go here in the second stanza. You're watching the Solu Broadcasting Network. Anyone who's tuning in, please, you can go over to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and type in Solu Broadcasting, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That helps us out tremendously. And follow us on TikTok, if you will. Go to our TikTok page at solubroadcasting.org. You'll see highlights and some fun things that we do there. We're really making a big push and effort to grow our social media presence. And coming very soon, ladies and gentlemen, the Solu Hockey Show, Get to the Cooker. It's going to be a weekly podcast show. We're going to be talking all kinds of hockey, having a lot of fun. A different guest on each week. And cannot wait to do that. Got a lot of things in the works, ladies and gentlemen, but that one is definitely happening very, very soon. So Get to the Cooker, the Solu Hockey Show. Be on the lookout for that. Hosted by yours truly. There's a chance now in front as the Broncos circle the wagons. Walsh pulls the trigger. That hit a body out high. Never got to Halitanko. Now the puck bounces around now. Kept in by number 9, Fraschetti. Fraschetti lets the shot go. That one didn't get through. The rebound doesn't get through either. Well, I'll tell you, the Norwich Hockey Club may want to stop at Walmart on the way home. Pick up a bag of frozen peas. They're blocking a lot of shots out there. They might be all lumped up. They'll gladly trade a black and blue for a blocked shot, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good trade. Easy for me to say. I'm a goaltender. Norwich now trying to settle things down in their own end. Sending the puck back up there. That was Morrison. So Daniel Morrison, a new member of the organization. So welcome, Daniel. There he is in on the forecheck. He joined a great club. Daniel Morrison getting worked over in the corner there a little bit. Welcome aboard. Always glad to see the program growing like a sunflower towards the sun. So, yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of new things on social media. I cannot wait. Next year, we're going to be launching a daily sports talk show from 10 to noon. The Solu Sports Hour. Solu Sports Hours, I guess. We may have to come up with a new name. A lot happening on Solu. Of course, my Favorite thing to do, though, is just to be here with you with the headphones on and call a live hockey game. That I do enjoy. Live radio. Radio is my first love. We started off so low with just audio. On the backhand now, got it down low. Big stop there. Holly Tunko got the butt end on it. The Broncos now looking to get the shot off. That went off Cartilage's foot there. He's doing the old injured flamingo dance. Hope he's all right. That's Smarts. It always finds the one spot where you just don't have any padding. Yeah, we had audio for the first year. There was no camera, no video. It was fantastic. I could say whatever I wanted. Nobody had any idea if I was not telling the truth. And not that I would lie intentionally, but if I made a mistake, I didn't have to say, oh, that was incorrect. I just go on. Nobody would know any different. It was gorgeous, ignorant bliss. Like in The Matrix, when he was eating a steak, he said, it's not real, but I don't care. Walking in now on the backhand, got a man in front, letting the shot go. Holly Tonko doing the splits at the goal line. As he somehow kept the puck out of there, as Avion Bork did a nice job there to get Farrell out of the way. What a nice stop there by Holly Tonko. As that puck was right on the goal line. And Nico Holly Tonko did a great job to keep it out. Well, we got a minute 15 left to go here in the second stanza. 6-4 is your score. On it now is number 16 in your scorecard, Alessé Cloutier. Couldn't get it out. Kept in at the blue line by the Broncos. I think the Broncos have picked up their game a little bit here, and Norwich has got to refine the accelerator. We talked, it's hard though. I mean, we are humans, and sometimes you lay off a little bit as the lead gets a little bit bigger, but it's certainly not that big of a lead. It's a nice lead. I'm sure they're very happy to have it. Alessé Cloutier just out of his reach as it's sent away to center. But you don't want to relax. Down the left wing now, Patterson. Patterson cutting to the middle. Slid off his stick there as he went to take the shot. It lolls innocently there to Holly Tonko. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle as the Broncos were getting to the cooker. Papasana having a conversation with a couple of the Norwich players there as they leave the ice. 33 seconds left to go here. Sure, the Broncos would love to close the gap a little bit before they head to their intermission. I hope you have a nice intermission plan, ladies and gentlemen. Down the right wing now, Laflamme on a 2-on-1. Laflamme at the dot. Laflamme patiently waiting, trying to slide it in front. Now he gets it there. A big flipper save. The rebound lies right on the goal line and gotten out by the Broncos. Oh, Payson came dangerously close there to getting his 5th tally of the afternoon. Well, I'll tell you, I'm really glad that I started Payson this morning on my fantasy hockey team. It wasn't really a hard decision. He was one of the first guys I started. I had a bench a Might player for it, though. And, these things happen. You got to make decisions in life, ladies and gentlemen. You got to stand by them. Or you got to say, well, that wasn't the right decision. The Mites guy I benched had 7 goals. Here's Laflamme. Laflamme now walking in with 5 seconds. Laflamme slid off his stick. Got it back to the blue line. No, actually, the Mites game this morning was unbelievable. 5-4. 2 good teams went at it. Avion Bork got mixed up there with Girardi. And now a little bit of a scrum developing here. This could be a little bit of a bad situation as the bench was emptying for the Broncos. So I think cooler heads are prevailing, no. As the backup goaltender Hack came off the bench and got involved there. Yeah, these things happen. He was the starting goalie, and then he a little bit of a scrum there. He was already headed on the ice for the intermission, and was like, well, I'm already out here. I might as well, get involved. All right, so that's going to do it. The end of the second period, ladies and gentlemen, your score. At the end of 2, Norwich Hockey Club 6, and the Burrillville Broncos 2. I hope you have a nice intermission. We'll be right back in about 15 minutes. For the third and final stanza here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a wonderful day. I'm going to go outside, get some vitamin D. And oh my. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Solu Broadcasting Network. I hope you had a fantastic intermission. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a snack. All right, the third and final stands are about ready to get underway here between the Broncos and the Norwich Hockey Club. Norwich leading it 6-2. 4 goals so far for Payson. Looks like everybody's getting together at center ice for some sort of meeting. I'm not sure what's going on there. They didn't invite the broadcaster, I can tell you that. Maybe a photo op. Maybe they're starting a Facebook group, or maybe the ref said, hey guys, things got a little chippy there at the end of the second period. Maybe we can have cooler heads prevail. So Bennett will start the third period here for the Broncos. Norwich Hockey Club leading this one 6-2. I want to thank you all so much for tuning into the Solu Broadcasting Network. An absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today as we're about ready to get underway, and we are underway from the Rose Garden in Norwich, Connecticut. 17 minutes left to go here in the affair. Here's Payson now. Payson chipping it ahead down the left wing. Laflamme. Laflamme quickly. Laflamme walking in, pulling the trigger. Glove save there by Bennett. Bounces down low. Laflamme did a nice job there to go down and get it. Got it back to himself now. LaRose chips it up for Girardi. Girardi down the left wing. Girardi walking in. Girardi with the toe drag. He lost the handle on it as it goes behind the net. Now picked up quickly by Felix Antoine Laflamme. Laflamme sends it out to center. Chipped in there. Jaime Areno. Behind the net it goes now. Hard around for Girardi. Girardi scored that beautiful goal earlier. Nice job there by Alessé Cloutier as a couple of the Broncos collided there. As Thompson was sent down by a teammate. Accidentally, of course. These things happen. Everybody's traveling at high speeds. Girardi got a big chunk there of Crayer. Crayer got right back up, gathered his faculties. Now he shakes the cobwebs loose, and he's feeling better about himself. Away come the Broncos now. Thompson down the left wing. Chipping it ahead now, walking in, pulling the trigger. That went right off the clavicle of Holly Tunko. You may call it the collarbone at home. Another stop there by Nico. Oh, he's looked very sharp today. Thought he was fighting it a little bit in the second period. Sometimes that happens in the middle of a game. Quickly now, back the other way. Alessé Cloutier at the dot, looking to pull the trigger. Gets pulled down from behind. No call. Well, the ref says play on. Well, that's the right call. I didn't think it was really a penalty. Waffled aside there by Bennett. Bouncing rebound. It's just a tough hockey play. That one doesn't get through. Picked off by the Broncos now. O'Reilly. Number 17, Liam O'Reilly with a nice read there. Broncos trying to get it away to center. Walsh has it knocked back in. And quickly there by Morrison. Back the other way now. Down the right wing is Walsh. Walsh protecting the puck. Walsh letting the shot go right off the butt end. Knocked down. Broncos on the rebound. They score! La Posona buries the biscuit for the second time today for the Broncos. That's a big goal there, ladies and gentlemen. There's plenty of time left. Coach Sheehan thought it was knocked down with a high stick. I thought it might have been for a moment too, but no whistle came, so La Posona, the beneficiary, buries the biscuit there. 3 is a lot less than 4. That's a big goal, especially it keeps it, when you're down by 3, okay, it's a lot, but you're still thinking to yourself, all right, we can come back. 4 becomes 5, and then it's like, oh, well, maybe today's not our day. You don't give up, but, we're all human. So now it's back down to 3. They gave Walsh credit with the goal. Didn't think it was him. I could be wrong. I'll have to go back and watch the replay later on this evening. Unless she was saying Walsh with the assist and I missed it, but I didn't hear her say La Posona. La Posona is a long name. I think I would have heard at least one of the syllables. And one of the multitude of vowels that are in there. Pat Sajak would like that. It's an expensive name. We charge you a lot. There's a chance now in front for the Broncos. Pulling the trigger, they score! And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that one I'm absolutely positive was Anthony Laposana. And the Broncos with 2 quick goals have all of a sudden made this a very interesting afternoon. They were down by 4. And they came out of the locker room, and just 2 minutes and 54 seconds into the third period, now they find themselves down by 2. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? So if you were thinking about making your way to the parking lot to beat the traffic, well, you're going to have to rethink your afternoon now. You got to give you credit. You got to tip your hat to the Broncos for not packing it in. They could have came out of the locker room and said, we're down by 4. The heck with it. Or perhaps you were late getting back from the fridge. So Anthony Laposona and Benjamin Patterson on the assist there, and just like that, it's 6-4. Like I said, perhaps you were getting late back from walking the dog, or you couldn't find the old horseradish to make the sandwich, and you were a little late getting back from the kitchen. Couldn't find the new bottle of RC that you knew you bought. You're like, what in tarnation? I thought it was 6-2. Well, now here comes Girardi now with a 3-on-1. Sliding it over, walking in, protecting the puck. Couldn't pull the trigger. Ayott's going to get a hooking call. Now they get it back in front. That one's pushed behind the net. They get the extra skater out there. Now a little bit of pushing and shoving at the whistle. And now to the power play go the Broncos. And they've scored 2 quick goals here to start the third and final stanza, and now they're going to be headed to the power play as Ayotte is going to be headed to the sin bin. I believe it's going to be Ayotte. 2 minutes for hooking. I don't know. It's Crayer. Okay. All right, so Crayer, 2 minutes in the sin bin. So either way, it's a power play for the Broncos. And a huge one. Dr. Shelley sending it down low. Norwich sending it all the way down. But if you're shorthanded and you ice the puck on the USA rules, it's still icing. Breaking the action is brought to us by our friends at B&D Auto Body. They sponsor the Collision of the Affair, Southeastern Connecticut's premier collision specialist, located at 31 Route 163, Montville, Connecticut. Give Alex a call at 860-848-3714. That's B&D Auto Body. If you got auto body work that you need for your car, these guys are honest and do a great job, and they sponsor the Collision of the Affair. Short-handed now, Laflamme. Laflamme behind the net. Laflamme protecting the puck. Laflamme now sending it back out for Ayotte. Ayotte, who I thought was getting the penalty. So I apologize to Xavier for thinking he did something wrong. He's a good guy. I'm sure he'll forgive me. Here comes Ayotte now. Ayotte now letting the shot go. That bounces just wide of Bennett. In the corner it goes. Bodies collide there. Pinching in nicely there was Payson to keep the puck in. Short-handed. Or Norwich, or is Norwich. This would be is. And the puck bounces along the boards. On it there are the Broncos. Dangerously out in front. Back to the blue line now. Evian Bork. He sidesteps ahead. Oh, Payson cutting to the cooker there. That just failed to click as Ayotte pitches it down low. Laflamme with the big hit behind the net. A good penalty kill thus far here by Norwich. Here comes Ayotte now. Ayotte, he sends it in. Absorbs a big hit there. He'll go get some fresh Norwich legs. There's a new units out there to penalty kill. Here comes Girardi now. Girardi through the neutral zone. Girardi to the outside. Girardi protecting it, leaves it for Walsh. Walsh now walking out the boards. A little bit of room, letting the shot go. That hit Evian Bork. Oh, that stung. Evian Bork, a little feeling it there. Right off the forearm, I think it went. And chipping it ahead now. Payson couldn't get it out. Sent behind the net now. Evian Bork came over to dislodge the puck. Bouncing puck at the blue line. Seeing eye Canuckler goes right past the goaltender, Holly Tonko. Vieira sending it behind the net. Broncos on it there. Broncos at the end of the power play here. Vieira letting the shot go. Doesn't get through. Bounces away now. Still back to 5-on-5. With 11 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Cleared but not out. Payson is exhausted. letting the shot go. Thought he might hop off the ice there, but did not. He's definitely running on fumes out there right now. He was out there for, I think, the entire penalty kill. Diving at it. Look at the effort there. Trying to get it out there by Gagnon. I couldn't do so. The Broncos still controlling the puck now. Broncos getting some fresh Broncos on the ice. Fresh shoes, I guess. As they circle the wagons in the corner, protecting the puck, walking out off the boards. Still with it now. Walsh with the fake drop pass. Now really drops it back. Letting the shot go. That's a nice stop there by Halitanko for Pizzulo. And mercifully, as you see the Norwich boys hunched over, headed back to the bench, completely exhausted from that penalty kill. Evian Bork is feeling it. Payson, you see all the boys huffing and puffing over there, their mouth breathing, looking like Clubber Lang in the third round of the second fight versus Rocky Balboa at Madison Square Garden, 1983. Back to the blue line now, Broncos letting the shot go. A big stop there by Halitanko. Every stop's big right now. If the Broncos can pull within one, I'll tell you. Norwich has got to find that energy that they had the first two periods. They came out of the locker room up 6-2, the end of the second. They were flying and dominating. And the Broncos came out and have been dominating here in the third stanza. They got 2 goals and darn near got a third. Trying to get the puck out now. Norwich along the boards. They're digging. They're mucking. The Broncos coming away with it. Nice job there by Speller to go back and get it. Speller got it out to center. Sent ahead now. Morrison lost the handle on it. Sent back out to center there. Alexis Cloutier sends it up into the rafters. Well, that'll just be a whistle. .10:05 left to go here in the second stanza. And a quick change here. Payson's back out there. Evian Bork's back out there. Laflamme's back out there. They had a long penalty kill and right back out there. So really testing the old lactic acid. They had 2 games yesterday, so fatigue might just be a factor here today. We'll see. Behind the net now, the Broncos trying to get it back out in front. Under 10 minutes to go now. Clock, the best friend that the Norwich Hockey Club has right now in the building. Besides me, I'd like to consider myself a good friend of the program. Now away comes Norwich now through center ice. Up ahead for Majorano. Majorano couldn't keep the play onside. Offsides is the call there at the blue line where most offsides occur. I think that's a fair statement. All right, Payson leaning in to take the draw. I want to remind everybody at 3 o'clock today, the Coast Guard is taking on Wentworth Technological Institute, or Wentworth Technology, whatever they are. They're playing them. It's going to be right here on the Soul. I should probably learn the name of the team. Here's Laflamme now, trying to catch the Broncos in a bad change. Nice job by the Broncos going defense, offense very quickly. Here's Barlow over the blue line. Barlow got a man cutting to the cooker, couldn't get it there as Quinn was on his horse. No pun intended. Here's Payson now. Payson looking for number 5. Takes a 2-handed chop across the arm, and then he spilled for his efforts, and then his head is drilled into the ice there. Things really heating up behind the play there. I think a variety of penalties could be called on the Bronco defenseman there. Could be roughing, slashing, holding. He didn't trip him, though. Oh, well, these things happen. Payson's fine. If I took a beating like that, though, ladies and gentlemen, I'd be out a week to 10 days, and the first 4 or 5 would be just so my feelings could get over it. I'm not kidding. All right, so a big power play here for Norwich with under 9 minutes to go. They are leading by 1. Face-off one back to Payson. Payson slid it across now, pulling the trigger. Big stop, the rebound. Laflamme couldn't corral it as he was under duress there by the Bronco defenseman. Chipped ahead, now shorthanded. Here comes Walsh. Walsh sliding it over for Girardi. Girardi to the outside. Girardi protecting the puck. Girardi worked over there by Matis Gagnon. Here comes Norwich now with a head of steam. Down the left wing he comes. Martineau. He's got Laflamme with him. Martineau to the outside, protecting the puck. Martineau behind the net. Got it back to the blue line. Walking the line there. Back for Martineau. Martineau lets the shot go. The hit a body in front. Kicking it to himself there was Payson as he tried to harness his inner Diego Maradona on that play. and kick it right to himself. It's sent all the way down by the Broncos. Oh, you got to like the athleticism of that young man right there. That puck was knee high, and he kicked it down to himself and almost buried the biscuit. Now, they always tell kids, they tell kids nowadays, you got to focus on one sport, play one sport. That's a bunch of phooey. You can do that later on in life when you're young. Play everything. That's my opinion. I don't know if you asked for it. Here's Payson now. Great puck movement here on the power play by Norwich as they look to regain the 3-goal lead. Walking off the boards now, winding, shooting, deflected in front by Laflamme as Ayotte. Walked right in. Is Ayotte again. Now Ayotte, 2 for a quarter. That one flutters into the corner. It was a rolling puck when he shot it, though. That was mostly why. Laflamme hogtied. Back now, a little bit of give and go along the boards, walking off the boards. Back to Avion Bork as he's trying to cut to the cooker. Cleared but not out. What a nice play there by Ayotte as he kept it in. Now here goes Payson. They're saying it did come out to center. Well, the off-ice officials don't agree. All sides is the call. Well, we just got word our Bantam team lost today, 2-1 in Hartford. So, they won yesterday. They won yesterday 2-1, lost today 2-1. So, not a bad weekend. Here comes Ayotte now. Ayotte drop pass for Laflamme. Laflamme walking off the boards. Laflamme with room. Laflamme couldn't sidestep the defenseman as O'Reilly did a nice job to take it away. Walking up the boards, Payson back to the blue line now. Avion Bork lets the shot go. Gloved aside there by Bennett. 25 seconds remaining here in the man advantage. Working him over there, Pizzulo. Norwich comes away with it. Martineau, cross-ice pass for Payson. Payson at the dot. Right back across, a little bit of give and go. Had 2 men in front there were lurking. Laflamme and Avion Bork were in the slot. Behind the net now, trying to saucer pass it there for Payson. Just hopped over a stick. Ayotte did another nice job of keeping the puck in. Power play's over, but Norwich controls the play. Ayotte made a couple of nice plays at the blue line. Back the other way now, 5-on-5. Stepping to the outside. Poke checked away there by Ayotte. And that causing it to go offside. Boy, Xavier Ayotte with a fantastic shift there. A couple of great plays to keep the puck in at the blue line and a nice play at his own blue line defensively. Break the play up. Nice play there by big number 73. All right, 6:47 left to go here. The clock now, the biggest enemy the Broncos have in the building. Side of the net now. Trying to walk off the boards, they do. Got it in front, nobody home for the Broncos. In the corner it goes, worked over there by Morrison. They cut it out to center. Sent back in, but it matters not. The play was offsides. There's no delayed offsides here. It must be a USA Hockey sanctioned game. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the Norwich Hockey Club plays in a couple of different divisions and leagues, and there are literally different rules for each. Some periods are 18 minutes, some are 17, some are 16. Some have delayed offsides, and if you ice the puck when you're shorthanded, it's not icing. Some have no delayed offsides, some have overtime, some do not. So this one, no delayed offsides, and if you're shorthanded and you ice the puck, it's still icing. I don't prefer these rules, but they didn't ask me. Taking out now LaRose. LaRose down the left wing. Cross-ice pass for Barlow. Barlow trying to get to it. A little bit too fast there as it goes across the goal line for icing. So this turned out to be a very good hockey game, ladies and gentlemen. Looked to me like in the second period, Norwich was going to run the Broncos out of the building. But I'll tell you, I really got to tip my hat to this Broncos team. Like I said, they could have easily come out of the locker room and said, all right, let's just play these 17 minutes, get back on the bus, and enjoy the rest of our weekend. But we've made it very interesting here. Back the other way now, LaRose. LaRose with the drop pass, knocked down there by Ayotte. Ayotte turning now, give away now. Barlow walking in. He pulls the trigger, missed on the glove side. Dangerously, it comes back out in front. Broncos get to it, letting the shot go. Saved by Holly Tonko. Speller couldn't get it out. That one, they let the shot go, they score! I'm not sure Holly Tonko saw it. It was just a wrist shot, looked a little bit innocent. As Machandi let the shot go. 3 unanswered goals now by the Broncos. And it's 6-5. How about that? Unbelievable. 6-5 is your score, ladies and gentlemen, here. With 5 minutes left. 5:40 left, I apologize. Let's make sure we update the scoreboard here. Here's a chance in front. It is 6-5. All right, the Broncos trying to come away with it. Here's Girardi. Girardi got it from Walsh. Back for Walsh. Back to the blue line. Winding, shooting. That just missed as Girardi was at the back door. Verchetti under duress there by Robles. Sent back out now. Here comes Martineau. Martineau sidesteps the big hit there from Walsh. No icing. 6-5, ladies and gentlemen, is the score. Keep in mind, when they came out of the locker room, it was 6-2. I wonder if fatigue is a factor. Norwich did play 2 games yesterday, but boo-hoo, the Broncos don't care about that, nor should they. Not their problem. I'm just wondering aloud. Knocked down. Back the other way. A nice job there by Gagnon to knock it down and send it back in. On it, there's Machandi. He had the last goal for the Broncos. Nice knockdown there by Payson. Payson got it out in front for Laflamme. Laflamme got it back. Laflamme into the corner now for Payson. Payson got it out in front. Deflected. They score! Oh, boy, does the Norwich Hockey Club need that one. Jacob Martineau, a beautiful deflection on a great pass from Tyler Payson. A huge goal there. As they extend the lead back now to 2 goals, 7-5 is the score. As the Broncos had got it within 1 goal. That is a huge goal, and then once again we see why you get to the cooker. As Martineau got to the cooker, Payson found him cutting. A gorgeous deflection, no chance for Bennett. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, it's 7-5 now. Boy, you got to like the intestinal fortitude of Norwich not to panic. Martineau, they said from Laflamme. I thought it was Payson who made the pass, but it's all right. Back the other way now. Once again, I could be wrong. I always assume user error. Here's a chance now for the Broncos trying to get to it. Under 4 minutes to go now. Obviously, you can't count the Broncos out of anything. They've scored 3 unanswered goals to start the period. Chipped ahead now. Here comes Laflamme. Laflamme ahead with Payson. Laflamme and Dadad. Puts the brakes on. Got Payson cutting to the cooker. Deflected in on the netminder. Bennett reaching back to make the stop there. And there'll be no further play. Oh, a great opportunity there for Norwich. A nice reaching save there by Braden Bennett. As Laflamme sends it towards the cooker, Payson was cutting. Now you see Martineau now looking for the hat trick. Payson's already got one. And quick shot there by Crayer. He went flying by. Back to the blue line, deflected in front now. It's Martineau. Martineau kicking it to himself. Martineau got it behind the net. Chasing it down is Robles. Julian Robles, number 11 in your scorecard. On the forecheck. LaRose got it out to center. On it there is Quinn. Quinn sending it in. Martineau took a big hit there from LaRose. LaRose and Martineau going at it behind the play. Gotten behind the net now. We'll see if the two untangle. They do. Back the other way now quickly. Down the left wing with a head of steam protecting the puck there, Barlow. Barlow tried to get it back in front of LaRose. LaRose came crashing into Holly Tonko there. Nico didn't appreciate that. Most goaltenders don't. Sending it in now. Holly Tonko leaves it for Avion Bork. Avion Bork sending it around. A lot of Norwich hockey players on the ice there. Oh, I think they got away with too many men on the ice there. They got lucky there. A quick shot. That one just went wide on the glove side. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go here. A 2-goal game. It was a 1-goal game just moments ago. And much to my surprise, I got to be honest. Back to the blue line, letting the shot go. Big stop there by Holly Tonko, and there'll be no further play. 2:10 left to go here, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned after the affair. Right after the affair, we're going to name the Chaya Real Estate Century 21 Shutters and Sales Solu top dog of the affair. Well, this timeout here gives us a good chance to take a break in the action. Brought to us by our friends at Chaya Real Estate. No tripping, hooking, or elbowing. Choose Ryan to help you with your real estate needs. If you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell in real estate in the area, I know just the guy. From hockey coach to real estate agent, Ryan Chaya with Century 21 Shutters and Sales takes the time to get to know you and your needs. He works tirelessly in your best interests to make sure you feel comfortable while answering all your questions. He's honest, genuine, patient, and he has all his real teeth. So give Ryan a call, please, at 407-267-1599. That's 407-267-1599. If you're looking to buy or sell any sort of real estate, give a call to Chaya Real Estate, ladies and gentlemen. We want to thank them so much for their support, and we want to ask everybody, please, to patronize our sponsors. And if you have a small business or a medium business or international conglomerate in the area, please DM me on any of my social medias. You can sponsor anything during the Norwich Hockey Club games, and we share all sponsorships, all in-game sponsorships, 50-50 with the Norwich Hockey Club. So it's a great fundraiser and a great spot for your business because we do tremendous numbers here on the Solu Broadcasting Network. All right, the goaltender is pulled now for the Broncos after the timeout. So they're going for it. That was deflected on the way in. A minute 55 left to go here in the affair. The Broncos with the goaltender pulled. They trail by 2. Nice outlet pass now. Here's Farrell. Farrell letting the shot go steered aside by Holly Tonko. Came back right on the mitt there of Holly Tonko. And there'll be no further play. Face-off going to come deep now in the Norwich zone. The Broncos were trying to attempt a late change here. I think that was just to get a couple of extra seconds there by the coaching staff. A cagey veteran move by the coaching staff there to get his team a couple of extra seconds to catch their breath. Nothing wrong with that. Got to remember, ladies and gentlemen, we're up here in New England. We're the home of Bill Belichick, so we don't call anything cheating. We just call it trying harder. Here's a chance now. Letting the shot go. Martineau scores! From a nearly impossible angle, Jacob Martineau puts the icing on the cake with the hat trick there. Oh, the sprinkles atop the banana. The Parmesan cheese right on top of the baked ziti. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody call me a cab because this one's over. 8-5 is your score. And a hat trick for Martineau. My goodness, that was not an easy shot. As he flew into the corner, I thought he was just going to keep it in the corner and let the game roll out. He's like, no, I got an empty net there, Mr. Broadcaster, and a chance for a hat trick. So he's got a hat trick. Paysen's got 4. And just like that, it's 8-. Coming in now, that's going to draw the ire of a couple of the Norwich players as the boys get together now. A couple of rights being thrown there, maybe a left. Cooler heads now seem to be prevailing as there was a little bit of a 3-car pileup along the boards, and I think it was Francesi who came in to move the pile, and that drew the ire of a couple of the Norwich boys. With 1 minute, 14 seconds left to go here. And still talking. Paysen and Patterson were still discussing things. I think cooler heads prevailed, though. Well, these things happen. I mean, that's why, personally, I absolutely love the sport of hockey, ladies and gentlemen. I love the pushing and shoving after the whistle, the little muck-ups like that. Yeah, the fighting, in the NHL and the higher levels, okay, whatever. But that doesn't really, that's not, what I absolutely love. I love the fact that, there could be a scrum in front of the goaltender, the goalie covers the puck, and an absolute chaos ensues for a minute. Not actual fighting, but just, just what you saw there. In other sports, ladies and gentlemen, and it makes it, all over Sports Center. People can't believe that happened in hockey. And we just call that Tuesday. My favorite part of the game, the scrums. Giving the old stinky glove to the face. Calling each other a variety of adjectives that we can't say here because this is a family show. In my opinion, the best part of the game. The most fun part of the game. The best part of the game is everything. It's the most beautiful sport in the world. From things you could do on hockey skates, especially guys at this level. You're literally like a Superman. You're literally from Krypton. You cannot run that fast. You cannot change direction that fast on your feet. You cannot do the things that you do on hockey skates are just incredible. To do it at this high speed and this high level, get upwards of 30, 40 miles an hour, some do the NHL guys do. It's insane. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's the greatest game in the world. It always has been. In my opinion. And I love other sports, don't get me wrong. Big football fan, love baseball, like basketball. The athletes that play at the high levels are all equally incredible athletes, don't get me wrong, but hockey is my first, second, and third love. Here's Quinn now. Quinn with the move. Quinn on the backhand. Holly Tonko making it save. It ends up in the net. He scores. So Quinn ends up burying the biscuit as he took it to the cooker. Short-handed. So 8-6 now is the score. Well, if you had the under in Vegas, ladies and gentlemen, you can't be too pleased right now. So, well, right now you got to say no. Anything's possible in this game. Goals are coming in bunches here in the third and final stanza. The score is now 8-6. So it looks like, are they going to pull the goaltender again? I think they are. I'll tell you, I love that from the Broncos. It ain't over, it ain't over. You got one breath left in you. I think the Norwich may have called a timeout. The Broncos getting together at center ice there to have a nice group hug. You got to like the camaraderie. I'll tell you, the Broncos may not win today. They're down by 2 with under a minute to go, but you got to tip your hat to them. They just, they won't go away every time you think that, it's over. I was even calling for a cab earlier. Apparently I should have looked for an Uber. All right, Walsh now. We'll see, they're keeping the goaltender in, but it's still a 5-on-4 for Norwich with under a minute to go. Sending the puck up through the neutral zone. And Flom ended up with the opponent's stick. It's sent in. Let's see, is it going to go for icing? Icing is the call there. 45 seconds left to go here in the affair. Norwich will be on the power play for the remainder of the game unless they score. We'll keep an eye on the goaltender for you, see if they pull the goalie again. I thought they might, but not just yet. Oh, Norwich trying to hold on here. This game can't end soon enough for the Norwich boys. They had a 6-2 lead coming into the third and final stanza. It got all the way to 6-5, then they got it back to 8-5, and now it's 8-6 again. Back the other way now. Here's Payson. Payson just got over the red line and dumped it in. Norwich not very aggressive on the forecheck, causing a turnover. Laflamme walking in, letting the shot go. The rebound kicks around and just wide. Oh, Felix-Antoine Laflamme was looking for one there. Sent back out to center, 15 seconds to go, so that's going to do it. Avion Bork sending it in there. Avion Bork and Barrow get together. Girardi, excuse me, not Barrow. Girardi made a good career decision there. There's a little bit of a takedown behind the net there between Antoine Laflamme and one of the Bronco players. This game's been chippy since the end of the second period. There's 2.4 seconds left to go here, so everything is academic either way. I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in today. It's been an absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be able to bring you this game here. Norwich is going to get 2 points on home ice again here today. And I think they're just going to run the clock. A good job there by the officials. No need to have anything scrum develop. Just at the end of the game there as Norwich heads over to their netminder, Holly Tonko. They come away with the 2 points here tonight. And your Chaya Real Estate Solu top dog of the affair. We're going to go to number 74, Tyler Payson. He had 4 goals and a couple of assists as Norwich hangs on for a very hard-fought Victory here today, 8-6 is your score. Well, for my cameraman, Mr. Colin York, I've been your host, Scotty Bonner. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today. As you see the handshake there between the boys, as Norwich takes this one on home ice. 8-6 is your score. All right, we'll be live in about 45 minutes from the Dayton Arena as the Coast Guard takes on Wentworth Technical Institute. And the boys from Norwich did a nice job defending home ice. I think it was a little bit closer than they wanted to be. Now they're headed down to celebrate down there with their classmates. Thanking them for coming out and supporting them. They've always had great support here thus far. Their 3 home games. I believe the next home game is at night, so this place is going to be popping. I absolutely cannot wait. And then they leave the ice victorious here today. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again soon. Once again, your final, the Norwich Hockey Club 8 and the Burrillville Broncos 6. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Go Patriots! And we'll see you all again soon on the Solu Broadcasting Network. Good job by Norwich today.